Here, and thank you UnPluggd for having us. I know that we are here between the coffee break, and so we will make it as exciting as possible. I think taking the first out of payments must definitely be an exciting topic to keep all of you here for the next 10 minutes. So I'm sure a lot of us feel that payments is a pain. However, it is the grease that makes the wheels of business move. And so let us talk about what we are doing to help that. All right. So what is our mission in life? It is to make folks like you, make it easy for you to collect payments. And I think that is the bottom line in what you would attempt to do. However much we are passionate, I think at the end of the month you would need to pay bills. All right, an introduction. So Shashi and myself, Manju Murthy, are the founders of FortunePay. FortunePay is a Bangalore-based payments processor, and what a payments processor is who do end-to-end payments processing. That is, we have a technology stack, we have a payment gateway, we can accept POS terminal kind of payments, mobile POS, those are the dongles like EasyTap or Square, then mobile payments, Facebook credits. So we are into payments, we got technology stack, we have the backend to do the fraud detection, risk management. We provide it on behalf of banks. And what is it that we have? It is the Poverty platform. A lot of infrastructure has gone into it, lots of money has gone into it. We have our data center, technology stack hosted at Whitefield in Bangalore and in Bombay. It is PCI DSS certified, so the hurdles to enter into payments is huge, and we have done those things. Now what we would like to do is not necessarily have a live demo, but go through a use case and then talk about the features, and hopefully that will get excited about what this can do for you. I think here, because we have a lot of startups, I think especially even in the demos that we saw till now, there were quite a few guys who are offering this cloud-based service. That is, you would want to be able to accept payments on an ongoing basis. Subscription-based payments is something, I think that's a pain point, right? How many of us would like to get subscription-based payments? Because I think in India we see a lot of people going overseas and registering themselves as an overseas company just to be able to accept subscription payments. Doesn't make sense. So let us just go through a use case of subscription payments in India and thereby talk about the benefits that the platform offers to you. Okay. So basically here, we can integrate our payment into any site. So here is the case where it is integrated with Magento. We can integrate it into Shopify, Facebook, it doesn't matter. And in all of this, I won't necessarily talk about the payment process because all of us know that. We will talk about what this enables you to do, and so you walk away with saying, okay, here is a service provider, and you get your ideas going of if the payment system has come in the way of you innovating, then you can think past that barrier. Okay, and so here is where they're able to go about and have a subscription that you have gone about and offered on your site. And so that there is a subscription, and then you would be able to go about and pay. And so that integration can take place where FortunePay is there, which is native, and you'll be able to accept payments. All right. So here, then we enable the co-branding, your CSS, all of those to come in so that the experience is seamless. Now, please ask questions as we go along because I think there is nothing new about the topic. Yeah, go ahead.
Apart from the subscription use case, what do you do differently from any other payment gateway?
So we are a payment processor. So subscription use case is a case in point of the innovation that is possible. So for example, it can be invoices, that is anything in payments. If you need to collect money from anybody, P2P payments, if you want to send money to anybody. So we are a payment platform which is horizontal. We have a variety of devices that we support. It could be set-top boxes, mobile phones, TVs. I hope you're getting the idea of saying there are a variety of mechanisms on which you want to accept payments, and we then are the plumber that enables collecting of funds from the consumer to the merchant or the service provider. So subscription is only a use case. Some people have built their business with subscription itself as a business.
Yeah, in fact, I didn't want to focus on subscription. I said, apart from subscription, what is the specific difference that I get from FortunePay versus any other payment gateway? And as just to set context, as a merchant, I probably have one channel, and I'm not interested in any other device. I mean, you could support 12 other devices, but I'm interested in my one device, and how is that done better?
Okay, so good point. Let me just go through it. For sure, we will talk about each of those as we go through, as to what is the difference of FortunePay vis-a-vis other payment gateways. Okay, so we will talk about it as we move through. Okay, and so here there is, you can do co-branding. We support a variety of payment options. Okay, now I will still continue through the subscription use case, but talk about the hooks that are available for any online merchant to enable collection of funds in whatever use case makes sense to you. So here, so for example, the ability to customize messages in payment gateways, so typically it would be canned. So here you have the ability to be able to customize the messaging of what you would want to send out to your audience, that is the customers, your customers. And so for example, these are messages that are going out. So what is the big deal here? Now these customized messages are enabled through our payment platform. That is, you as a merchant come to our platform, you go about and customize the message. What is the messaging that you need for a specific use case? For example, you are selling 5 different products. The kind of messaging you want, that you would want to send your customer for these 5 different products that you sell or services that you sell, across the different parts of your interaction with them, it is customizable. You come to the site, you go about and you customize, including putting your logo, and you will be able to. So the point is that the messaging is in your control. You will be able to go about and have the messaging as you want it. Okay? And so for different kinds, I think previous one was an opt-in message, the other is an alert message. You get dashboards to be able to manage it. And I think as you're going through it, I hope you're able to say, okay, does my payment gateway offer it? I think that is a critical question you can ask and say, if you can, I believe that your payment gateway doesn't offer it. Okay? So, alright. Let's see. So how is this enabled? This is enabled through the platform. And let me go here, and so the Parvati merchant, so you're able to go look at your orders, you're able to look at your settlement, a bunch of value-added services are available, and that is what is enabled. Okay, so I think we spoke some about it in terms of specific difference. We come directly between the merchant and the bank. So a typical payment gateway has got many different layers, and therefore you have drop rates, you have got performance problems, etc. And we go directly between the merchant and all the way to the bank. Nobody in between. That's a key difference. Any questions?
What are the pricing options?
The pricing options are pretty standard. That is, I don't think it is necessarily one-off pricing. So for example, it is not about pricing. The thing that, for example, e-commerce, you would want to do COD, that is card on delivery, and e-commerce internet payment from the same payment service provider will provide you an integrated dashboard to understand how your business is doing. Today you don't have those. You have apples from internet service providers, oranges from your COD, easy tap kind of guys, but those two don't come together. But FortunePay brings those together to provide you a holistic view. Go ahead.
Hi, I'm Abhishek and I'm from Paytm. I do handle payment gateways in Paytm, so probably interesting to talk about. So we do more than 1 lakh of transactions on a daily basis, out of which 25,000 is on mobile. And we are soon coming up with something called as wallet. wherein any e-commerce site can integrate our wallet and probably start taking the payments from any customer. So how do you differentiate between FortunePay and somebody coming up with their own wallet? So let's say I have a wallet which can be utilized by probably 10 to 15 other e-commerce companies. So how do you differentiate your product in terms of a separate payment processor or a gateway?
So essentially where we come from are we service merchants. So for example, wallet is a consumer perspective and therefore we would be able to integrate with your wallet and a variety of different payment options are possible to a merchants to offer their customers. So,
okay, so how many banks do you have collaborated as of now?
We have integrated the credit card, debit card, net banking.
That's all, how many banks?
So we have about 4 banks and we are going to go live in January.
So we have about 45 banks. So how would you be able to help us in that?
Last question. Sorry.
Okay,
We can
we can talk off.
Yeah.
Hi. My question is regarding the fact that since you mentioned the subscription-based payments, that's kind of our use case. Okay. How do you guys manage, customer not present transactions, which means that, the customer would register his credit card and then on a monthly basis, based on his consumption, they want to charge him without him having to come to the site again and again and have to enter, verified by Visa. I believe that's tricky in India given the RBI regulations. We are actually right now having this problem, so I'm really curious as to whether you solve that.
So I think there were 2 problems that you mentioned. One is coming to your site on an ongoing basis. Second is verified by Visa. The first problem, we will go about and on your behalf send alerts, messages to the consumer to renew, make the payments. That is one. Verified by Visa regulation, there is no getting around it, but we make it easy for him to pay. And therefore, from his inbox, he is able to go about and click, go and make payments. Great. And we will be here